Okay, let's talk about the Illuminati. This is kind of a misunderstood concept. Now, the Illuminati has existed in some forms throughout history, and there might be secret groups who are organized in private and the underground, so to speak, who identify as the Illuminati. And of course, the world leaders also possibly do similar things in private too. I mean, you've also got the Bilderbergs, etc., and the Freemasons who tend to do things in the open, so to speak. Anybody can join the secret cult, which is pretty much hidden in plain sight. So I wouldn't actually call that the Illuminati, so to speak. I want to talk about it in a very, very different way to you guys. The Illuminati is what they call the Enlightenment, the enlightened ones, so to speak. When you are enlightened, you are literally seeing the universe in a completely different way than the other sheep out there. That's how they think. You're seeing it in a completely different way. Doesn't mean you're bad, you're just seeing the universe in a completely different way. So, you know now that you can create. You can communicate your ideas to the world, and the world sometimes will listen to them. You make a good joke, it can spread on the internet like a virus. You are making a difference to the world. Now, if you think you are in the Illuminati because you pay money to some type of cult, you're not. The Illuminati is a secret society. And when I say secret, it's organized in a structure that doesn't exist in this realm. So when I say that, what I mean is you probably can identify many members of the Illuminati, even though they never actually meet up with each other. They know instinctively what to do when bad things happen, if they're the good guys, for instance. So if they hear about somebody shooting somebody in the face, let's say a prime minister thought today, it might be a good thing if I just bring one person to the stage, shoot them in the face in live on live TV, and then smile to the camera, and the world would love me, right? You guys would know instinctively to go against that, and eventually the whole population, or most of it, unless you're a sick fuck, right, would go against it, and that person will be removed off stage, sentenced to life imprisoned, or even in extreme situations possibly even killed themselves. So the public wouldn't allow it. Now, to be enlightened, it's magnified. That is magnified. So these people understand instinctively what to talk about. Have you ever had those synchronicities in which you find that people talk about similar things as you, even say exactly the same sentence about things, and it's not necessarily linguistic programming? So for instance, you think of an idea to write about a book, and then you find out somebody's writing exactly the same book at the same time as you're thinking about. That's how the Illuminati sort of works. They're connected in a sort of psychic, emotional link in which they don't need to meet up because they know instinctively what to talk about. They just seem to flow with their agendas at exactly the same time. It's in the air. So if you think about abortions, they all think about going against that at exactly the same time as each other, or for it at exactly the same time. If they see something like a Greta Thunberg talking, they know instinctively to mock or to challenge the people who are behind that person instinctively without ever having to meet up. That's enlightened. That's how the Illuminati actually works. If you are somebody who is purposely fighting for humanity, and you want to make a difference in this world, either through your art, through your videos online, through your books, you are part of the Illuminati, technically speaking. Now people might say, well, why aren't we making any money? Well, the Illuminati isn't paid in finance, although it probably can be, but it's not paid by the dollar, the pound, or pesos, or whatever currency you have out there. It's not paid that. It's paid in soul currency. Now when I say soul currency, I don't mean you're actually selling your soul. You're making a promise to the universe, to the God that you believe in, or not necessarily believe in a God. You believe you are a being that can make a difference, and you are strengthening your own soul because you are trying to make a difference on this planet. Sometimes it can be a bad way, not necessarily in a good way, but let's say you're humanitarian and you go into these poor countries and you are helping the poor. You are strengthening your soul, so to speak. You have made your life worthwhile to everybody around you and to yourself. So when you're on the deathbed, at the end of it, you can die and you can say, I tried my best, and have nothing to worry about. No fear that Jehovah or Yahweh God is going to burn you in hell for all time. Nothing like that. You can say, I tried my best and I feel good about the life I led. Or you can be somebody who said, I didn't give a fucking shit and I just let people get shot in the face. I ignored it all, and when I felt the need to actually challenge badness or create something of light, I chose not to. So the Illuminati basically is the enlightened ones, which means they know they can make a difference and they try their best to make a difference. It doesn't necessarily mean they're all powerful. It just means that they exist in humanity, and they do exist in both politics. Even some tramps on the street could be part of this, or it could exist in artists, mostly artists and people who create. So you one day you just wake up and think, I haven't got a house. Let's say you're in the middle of nowhere, and then you decide, well, actually, I'm just going to light myself. I'm just going to watch a video on YouTube. Oh, that's going to be very difficult if you haven't got, internet connection. But just imagine if your brain's full of knowledge, you would know automatically how to make a mud hut made out, chop some trees down and stuff like that. How to make the tools like they did in the old days, and create a house yourself, even a swimming pool. You see these videos all the time on YouTube, and that is enlightened. So knowledge is also power. Now, one of the things I like to mention is people talk about the Freemasons being part of the Illuminati. The Freemasons are too much of a group to be part of the Illuminati. They may as well be writing pop songs, because what they're doing is they're giving all the information, their plans, to the control grid, who can then relay it to the more powerful people in society, who may not have their best interest at heart. That's why sometimes people don't wish to join that particular sect of cult out there. I'm not saying it's necessarily a cult, they do good things too, but it's not the Illuminati. So when people say, well, how can I be part of the Illuminati? It's this. Realize when something's bullshit. When you feel something in the air, go for it. I mean, I remember a number of months ago, I think it was last year, when they were talking about peeing for feminism. Now, I had the idea just before somebody actually mentioned it online. It came in my head, and then somebody else went through it in the Ket community. It's almost like there was a hive mind, and people were reading each other's mind. They were just, it could be taken as a coincidence, but it's more of a synchronicity. And these things do exist. Not sure how they exist, but they do exist. So another thing I'd like to mention, which is a deeper form of the Illuminati, you can choose to believe this or not, is they communicate in the astro realm when they're at the top of it. Not necessarily in real life, but in their dreams, the astral realm, they meet up there. That is something I have considered, and it's a possibility. Now, I know many of you will be fucking laughing about that, but you know when you think of somebody and they phone suddenly, there's a connection there. I mean, it's kind of like you are picking up a signal and you realizing what somebody else is thinking. Well, this is all how the Illuminati works, guys. So if you want to join the Illuminati, you have to be enlightened, and then you have to try to make a difference in the world somehow. That's how it works. And the currency is the strength of your soul. You're making a promise to the universe to do something different. So, fellow Illuminati members, you know what I mean out there, especially if you are one of the Illuminati, the chosen few. And those people who don't believe it and just think I'm talking absolute fucking bonkers nothingness, doesn't matter anyway. It's just a fun video for me to make and talk about. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this. Goodbye for now.